Shashi Tharur ji.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker and the Honourable Minister. This is a very interesting new policy by the government. And it's curious at two levels, sir. On the first, we have now in our country an established policy on corporate social responsibility, which makes it binding on companies to spend 2% of their gross profits on specifically authorized social responsibility tasks. But with the scientific social responsibility, we have no obligation. It is purely voluntary, according to the Minister. The second challenge is, sir, that we have perhaps the only constitution in the world that actually specifies the need to encourage a scientific temper amongst our people, and yet we have seen a lot of very eccentric pronouncements coming out in the name of science, pronouncements such as a peacock's tears causing pregnancy in a peahen, or that jet engines existed in the Vedic age, or that Ganeshji's head is an indication of plastic surgery. All of these things have also gone out in the name of popularization of science. So my question to the Honourable Minister, sir, is on both of these things. First, on the question of compulsoriness. If you cannot make it compulsory, for example, to oblige every science professor to give a public lecture, then by making it voluntary, how can you incentivize this so there is some marks to be gained or credit to be gained or security or incentive, something to be gained by participating in the government scheme? And the second point is, sir, how do you ensure oversight of the kind of popularization of science I was talking about, where there is a great danger that in the name of promoting science, we end up promoting bad science? How do we ensure there is an oversight board of professional scientists to ensure that scientific social responsibility does not become an excuse for people in the name of popularization to actually popularize a lot of irresponsible theories that actually undermine the scientific temper of the Indian people rather than promote it? Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Sir, I would like to inform the honourable members that his apprehensions are grossly misplaced, and once he will go through the details of the policy, if you want, I can enumerate the details in great detail right now at this stage. You see, the idea is ultimately because there is a lot of science which happens within the laboratories, and people produce papers, and we have been telling them that the impact factor of your research, it should not be like right now it is counted by how many times your research paper has been seen by people, but we are trying to promote a concept that how many people in the country got benefited by your research. It has to be people-centric. And we have made it voluntary in the sense that obviously people who will actually be doing extra service in terms of helping the society, it is to bridge the gap between science and society, science and students, science and times. It is basically, the idea is that, and it is a very elaborate thing that we have made after a huge amount of stakeholder consultation with a lot of people belonging to all sections, all related factors which ultimately decide the progress of science in the country. So I am sure that once the policy will be officially out, you will enjoy reading the policy, and I'll certainly seek your suggestions, and if there is anything that is required to be improved in that, we'll certainly put it across.